I welcome you all to today's presentation. Luando Franklin is my name. And in today's video, we'll be looking at process costing. And this one is relevant to a ACCA knowledge level, F2, and also to DA under ZICA, DA 5, and also under CIMA, fundamentals of management accounting. And also for those who are doing a degree in accountants, the foundation level. So I also want to encourage you to ask questions relating to this question in the chat box. Also, you should be able to make comments on the quality of this video, whether it is giving you value or not. All the comments will be taken very, very seriously, and we use them to improve the delivery of our lectures. So today we'll look at the normal loss, abnormal loss, and the process account. So we'll also look at the definition of the process costing. So we can say process costing is a costing system that is applied where the input, that is the raw materials, pass through a number of sequential processes before they are finished or completed into finished products. So that is the definition. Number two, we can look at application of process costing or uses. Where is it used? The first one, process costing can be used in the processing of or the brewing of beer. What they use is process costing, brewing of beer. There's a process that takes place. Number two, also it is used in timber processing. It's a process, timber processing. We have the drug processing. We also have the chemical processing. We also can be used in mineral processing. Mineral processing. So we have a number of them. Also meat processing. So these are the industries where the process costing can be applied. So now we go to, during the processing, losses occur. And we have two types of losses which occur during processing. There is normal processing. Sorry, normal processing loss. A normal loss is the loss that cannot be avoided. It is expected to occur due to the nature of the processing. The causes of normal processing loss could be evaporation. Evaporation is the cause of normal loss. Number two, some losses occur due to shrinkage of raw materials. 3, losses occur due to withdrawal for testing. Withdrawal for testing. Withdrawal for testing. Withdrawal for testing. So another cause could be a spillage. Spillage during the transportation of chemicals. And the other one could be due to pilferage. So those are the causes of normal process loss. Then we have valuation of normal loss. The valuation of normal loss. Normal loss is valued at scrap value, if any. If there is no scrap value, normal loss will be valued at nil. Very important. Calculation. Normal loss is calculated as a percentage of input in terms of materials or liters. Normal loss is calculated as a percentage of input in terms of raw materials or chemicals. Then now we go to abnormal loss. Abnormal loss. The abnormal loss is the loss that is not expected to occur. This loss is avoidable. It can be avoided. So it occurs as a result of those factors that can be avoided. For example, it can occur due to use of poor quality materials, substandard materials, substandard materials, substandard materials. Also, we have another cause, improper mixing of materials. Improper mixing of materials could lead to abnormal loss. Also, we have another one, which could be power failure. Power failure in the factory could lead to an abnormal loss. Now, how do we calculate abnormal loss? Abnormal loss is calculated as the difference between actual loss less normal loss. The difference here could give us either abnormal loss or abnormal gain. When the normal loss is less than actual loss, there will be abnormal loss. When the normal loss exceeds actual loss, there will be abnormal gain. So now, how do we calculate actual loss? Actual loss is input less output. Now, how do we value abnormal loss or abnormal gain? Abnormal loss or abnormal gain, they are valued at cost per unit of good production. Valued at cost per unit. Cost per unit of good production. And good production is input less normal loss. That will be good production. So now we can move to another aspect. The aspect here is now answering the questions. So we have 600 tons of raw materials costing 430,032 were input to a process in a period. Conversion cost totaled 119,328. Now conversion cost, it's a makeup of the labor cost and the overheads. The total will give you the conversion cost in the form of rejected product, and normally 12% of input. So 12% of input, that is normal loss. Rejected products are sold at 260 per ton. And then 520 tons of finished products pass through inspection in the period. The remaining output was sold as reject produce. There was no work in progress either at the beginning or at the end. So now we are looking at process costing without work in progress. So the first thing to do is to find the normal loss. The normal loss here will be 600 multiplied by 12%. This will be 72 tons because these are tons. And then number two, we can determine the abnormal loss. So for you to be able to get the abnormal loss, first you need to find out the actual loss. Actual loss. The actual loss is equal to input, 600, output, 521. So this will be 79. So number three, abnormal loss. The abnormal loss is equal to actual loss, 79, less normal loss, 72. So we have 7 kilos, tons, because these are in tons. The next thing now is to find out the total production cost. Total production cost, always you should remove the normal scrap value. So here we have input. The input cost was how much? We have input cost was 432. Is it 430? 430,032. Conversion cost. The conversion cost. Conversion cost, we are told this is the one. 119,328. Total 549,360. Then this is total cost. Total production cost less scrap value from normal loss. From normal loss. The normal loss there was how much? 72 tons multiplied by, we are told this can be sold at 260. Total scrap value 18,720. So there we have 530, 640. So now here the question, calculate the cost per unit of normal output. First, we need to calculate the normal output. Normal output is also referred to as expected output. Normal output is equal to 600, the input, less normal loss. So this will be 528. Cost per unit of good production, cost per ton of good production should be 530, 630. Divide by 528. This will be 1,005 per ton. Are we together there? So that is the cost now. Part B, we are told, prepare the process account. Now, under process account, I want you to understand, under process account, what goes into the process you debit and what comes out of the process you credit. So there is debit, there is credit, process account. Input, we had 600. The value, the total value there was 430,032. Then we have conversion costs. Conversion costs, they don't have weight. That is 119,328, which is given there. So we have 600, that's what 20. And there the total 549,360. The output is 521. This 521 multiplied by the cost per unit of 1,005. That's the cost per unit. It gives us 523,605. Then normal loss. The normal loss we calculated 72 at scrap value 18,720. Then abnormal loss there, just counter check it. Abnormal loss. Okay, the abnormal loss we calculated. Abnormal loss was 7. And multiplied by 1,005, it gives us 70,35. Now what goes in is what comes out. So there is 600. There again, it tallies 549,360. So we have done the question together and I've explained the issues on the process costing. Yet again, I want to thank you all for supporting us from the time we started this program. For the new subscribers, please remember to hit the notification button so that you are able to receive the latest videos. And God bless you.